So last thing here, I think that's the second time I've said last. So, what are you going to do differently for yourself or for your team members? I will go first. So for myself, I'm going to actually get off of this call and I'm going to go and I'm going to schedule time for me to go be active because I'm not doing that. I'm not putting time in my calendar for myself. I'm trying to juggle everybody else's schedule. I always say that my kid schedule is a logistic nightmare, but I'm not in there. So I want to do that, number one. And then number two, for my team members, I want to go to ERA as my RSM and say, what is like 2 things that I'm doing that's making me crazy? Because there has to be something, right? Like, hey, I forget that he's I know one of the things he's probably going to say, I forget he's in a different time zone. So I'm still working at 5 and I call him and I'm like, oh, sorry. And he answers every time. And that's probably one of the things he's going to say. But to go and actually ask my peers, maybe I should ask Jesse that same question, like, what is there something that I can do differently that will make your life positively better from a work-life harmony standpoint? So that's what I'm going to do. I'll go to Catherine because she's shaking her head right
now. Yeah, well, I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'm going to go to you because you were shaking your head.
Well, I was thinking really hard about this. So I actually, so I mentioned earlier, I'm in Boston right now. I'm not in my home office like I normally am. And I am working in the field this week. And I told my team on Monday during our call that that was my schedule, right? Well, this morning I got a call from someone on my team about something and we were talking through it. And he said to me, wait, are you in the field this week? And I was like, yeah, I told you that on Monday. So the learning for me is that different people learn in different ways, right? So maybe for that person, it would have been more impactful for me to send an email and communicate my schedule this week versus saying it out loud in the conference call. I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do moving forward to set expectations for my availability is either send an email, like I said, or do the calendar invite, like Jesse mentioned, and just put on my team's calendars, like Catherine in the field, right? So that they know they can reach me, but phone is probably better than email, or calling my work extension isn't going to get through to me. So anyway, I think that can be a way that I can better help them manage what I'm doing and when I'm available and when I'm not.
Absolutely. Justine?
I'll share from a personal standpoint. Something that I've recently started doing is when it's that time to step away from the office, I will physically close my computer so it's not up. So when I walk by, I can't see that I have a Teams message or that 4 more emails came in. I physically shut my computer. I leave my phone in the room. I don't keep it with me, and I focus on time with my kids. And then after they go back to sleep is when I can catch up. So I'm not doing both at the same time. Is something that I've recently started. It's still not completely comfortable to me yet. It's still really super hard for me not to have my phone in my hand looking at my emails all night, but I'm working on it.
That's awesome. All right, Jesse, I'm going to send it to you, and any closing thoughts for today?
Yeah, I think I try to develop like a pretty transparent relationship with the people on my team, where they can tell me if I'm doing something they don't like, which is great. But maybe I should focus on the questions when we have our conversations, our one-on-ones around like work-life harmony. What can I do to help positively impact your work-life harmony? And as part of the HR kind of strategy from a culture goal perspective is focusing on time off and what that looks like. So that's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we can hopefully everyone on the team could have as enjoyable a time off as I did when I was on vacation last. That's the goal. Yeah, but in closing, I feel like there's so many nuggets that that this whole panel kind of shared, and if if anyone listening to this can take even a component or an idea that someone had and utilize that or maybe have a spin on that, I think it could really have a positive impact on you personally, but also on your peers and your team members as well. So thank you all, and hopefully you found this enjoyable and useful and practical. And
thank you, Catherine and Justine, for taking an hour out of your day today to chat with Jesse and I. I appreciate it. I know you guys are both very busy, so thank you very much.